We do love a quick clickaroo. Welcome back to round 3 of season 3's RDLMS here at, as you can see, Svarten Boyle there taking an interesting line into turn 1. We're here on simrace.tv and RaceDepartment.com. Come and join us up. We've got a shout box just underneath. We are here just coming into the last 2.25 hours left of this 8-hour endurance race, which has been fun-packed, full of plenty of overtakes, plenty of drama, a few penalties, a few crashes, a few more crashes, and a lot of smut, really, in the commentary booth. But we've got here with us, my name's Simon Smith. We also have the fantastic Roy Magnes. We have Joakim Skalstad, sorry, Sir Guest Introducer, and of course George Talbot.
Hello.
And we're currently joined by guests, non-driver, but our driver's eye expert, Jacobs Harbour.
Friendly neighborhood alien, of course.
Absolutely, friendly neighborhood alien. And then our team boss extraordinaire, Jürgen Welby.
Oh dear. Well, I don't know what to say about that, but team boss, I think that Andre is the team boss for our team, and I think Roy van der Laar is the team boss for car number 8. No.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Team PR spokesman.
Yeah, it can be more correct there. Yeah.
Demoted.
But I think that this race has been really demanding, mostly because it is so many drivers that they're very quick, very fast qualifying and alone on the track. But now when we are so many on the track, they have to use alternative cornering, braking and everything. And if you don't practice that, as myself, it gets mayhem. So instead of joining and participating in this, I felt like, no, I won't do it. Turn over the wheel to Andre and Stefan that is more mature about this, and I felt that I step back and stay in the chat channel instead, and just try to be supportive in the way that I can do best instead of staying with the car.
So what do you actually do in the chat room? Are you kind of acting almost like a spotter to try and keep everyone clued up to what you're coming up to lap and overtaking what's coming to lap you? Or how do you support your drivers?
Mostly cheer up, don't be so disappointed, you crash, okay, come over it, it's like that. No, but yeah, it's things like that.
Don't be a moose.
Go and make them a nice brew or a pot of tea every 40 minutes or something, with some chocolate digestives for the team to keep spirits high, eh?
Yeah, and also
never underestimate that role. Very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, and also it's a thing about now when it's getting late. The driver, I don't know if you can see what the track temperature is. On live view of the live races, you can see that the track temperature, I think it's like 27.7 now. And depending on who will do the driver's thing, if you're going to still stick with the mediums, or if you're going to go soft or hard, or double stint, triple stint, if you're going to boost up and all that, depending on where you are on the grid. And also, it's a little bit mental thing. When something happens in front of you, it can be, if you're aware of a problem or a hazard thing in front of you, then it's halfway solved, because you can react to it before you see it. So that is mainly the thing that I do, or Andre when I drive, or Stefan when Andre drives. So yeah, that's sort of that thing.
So quite an important role then.
Yeah, you calculate a little bit about fuel, tire, things about when you will do driver stops, if we should do a quick splash and dash, or it's a lot of things like that. Mainly the thing is just to be supportive, because it is a team effort. It's not only the driver in the car. You have to be sort of thinking that all the drivers, even though those that are outside the car at the moment, are also in the team. So I think that is just as important to be supportive as driving.
So, just on a separate note, obviously you are busy being Mama Bear in camp.
Absolutely.
Who's Father Goose then?
Father Goose.
Isn't it Mother Hen and Father Goose?
Yeah, Mother Hen and Father Goose. What kind of animal would that create?
Oh dear.
And why are they not why are they not in Noah's Ark? That's what I want to know.
I don't want to answer that. I don't know. I have no answer to that. But I felt like at this race I could take that role. I think that later on I knew that after Sebring, when Stefan accidentally forgot to put the headlights on again, he was so much ashamed of it. We lost the second position, blah blah blah, and he fell into that role after that. It was Mama Bear then, and he had to yeah, so it goes from one person to another, I think.
Okay.
Well, we've had a change in GT2 again. Kevin Brent's now leads. I'm guessing Florian Strauss has been in for a pit stop.
He has indeed.
Yeah. Does anyone know roughly what time it is, so we can try and work out if he's going to need to, how many more stops he's going to need? His lap was a 3:02, and he's been in the 1:46s up until that point. So. Oh, he's had a moment at turn 1. I've just watched a replay. He's come up behind Nick Newcomb, and Nick Newcomb hasn't held the line as instructed, and Florian Strauss has got absolutely nowhere to go except for take the escape road. I think he keeps it out of a wall. Does well to
He
stop
does
the
just
car.
about.
Yeah.
But that's the second one in a row that he's had a problem with down at turn 1, so Florian needs to back it up a little bit. So, anyone on cameras, or should I do a quick camera rundown of the field while we've got no battles immediately going on? Although Kevin Nadeau is being closed down, or is he not being closed down by Richard Bauer? I think there's quite a bit of gap between them actually, but they are on the same lap, which is quite an achievement. Matt Strand is just leading the pits from 19th position, so that's quite good, and still 26 runners and riders remaining. One more question for you, Jürgen, just while we're here. Indulge you. What are you doing for Christmas? Are you being Mother Hen and cooking the dinner?
Absolutely. I've got 2 kids that I have to take care of, so I will do that.
Florian.
Decorate the Christmas tree and everything at home. So we'll be staying home, just family tradition, and do the normal thing like normal people do at Christmas. I think.
See, I've got a song for Jürgen. Mother hen, don't crash drivers. I just realised my instrument is not in tune, and I thought
your instrument is not in tune.
Or my voice, actually. For that, I did not classify which instrument that was.
Well, I thank you for that, and I will keep it close to me now when it comes to come see it.
Well, I really wouldn't, but thanks all the same. So,
well, I will leave you for the rest of the race now. I think that after this, I will ask Stefan to get down to you and report for his time behind the wheel, and I will get up there and see what I can do for the guys still being up there.
Okay, well, keep your chicks close.
Absolutely, I will. And a good time for you left of the race. How are you too?
As a lot of people have said, I'm a good time had by all. So, thank you very much, Jürgen, and best of luck with that.
Thank you.
You are most welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us in the booth. We are coming up to the 2 hours to go mark. We will take a quick run through of the field just before we come to an end of that. I just have this vision at the moment of Jürgen going into the chat room, and you know, like when mummy bird has to feed their young.
Yeah.
So I've just got this image of humans doing that, just politely vomiting into their mouth as George Davicus is facing the wrong way once again in 26th position, although he's back going again now. Oh, the mind boggles. One day I'll watch The Human Centipede, because that's the kind of level of disgustingness that I've got in my mind at the moment.
Two girls, one cup.
Oh, don't even go there.
Oh dear.
Still not far enough into the afternoon.
No, although we finish before the watershed, don't we?
What's the watershed?
Oh, so the watershed it's a UK thing where you're not actually you're only allowed to put a certain amount of swear words or nudity or anything like that on TV before 9 o'clock at night. And then after 9 o'clock, you're allowed. That's when the watershed kicks in. That's when kids are supposed to go to bed, and then you're allowed to be a little bit more ruder. So,
I don't think we have that in Norway.
so do you have
officially?
You have like Die Hard movies on for lunchtime?
I've seen bad movies, in violence movies and all this.
If you're just going to say bad movies, they're on at the time.
Not bad, like terrible movies, but what's it called? Platoon? Went on in lunch hour or something.
Nice. As Jan Willensing and Robin Toll are in the pits from 18th and 20th positions, a lap apart from each other. Matt Strand's in between in a GT2 sandwich, and he may well be able to get the jump on Ensing by the time Ensing leads the pits, actually. So that's interesting to look at.
Should we then take the rundown of the order with 2 hours to go?
I think we should. Let's do it.
Do it our way?
Just
do it your way.
Note, that Bram Bielen has taken over the car for SRVN GT2 with Jan Wim Ensing stepping out.
I think we may well have a problem with Georgios Davakos soon because he's lagging out all over the shot. He's just punged back in again, but he was having some real dramas, so as he goes another lap down. But no, I shall leave you two to do a run through of the field.
Oh dear.
Whilst, go on, do us proud. Or three, sorry.
Already looking forward to it. Roy, if you steer the cameras and
my ears.
Yeah, go on. We're at number 1.
Okay, number 1.
Oh dear. It's John Davis for the Atlantic Racing Team.
And number 2.
Number 2, that's Jean-Marie Smiro for Team RC.fr.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Stefan Persson. Stefan Persson for the second Atlantic Racing Team, P1 car.
Number 4.
Number 4, that's Ryan Mayfield for 05 Motorsport.
Number 5.
That's David Horvath for Hell Racing Team Hungary.
Number 6.
That's James Johnson, the leading P2 car for GT Omega Racing.
Number 7.
Number 7, that's Richard Bauer, the second position car in P2 for Simco Hungarian team.
Number 8.
Number 8, that's Kevin Ledoux in the pits actually for the Black Rebels.
Number 9.
And there we go, that's Joseph Mudrak for the R4R Motorsports.
Number 10.
Number 10, that's Remo de Wilt for the SRH Seno Motorsport.
Number 11.
We are moving down the list. Number 11, that's either Manuel or Rayner for the HP Consortium P1.
Number 12.
Number 12, that's Bob Hutchins for the Blackwise Motorsport.
Number 13.
Number 13, that is either Roy Scroton or Mike Scroton for Racing Team Scroton.
Number 14.
Number 14, that's the leading GT2 car of Kevin Brents and 05 Motorsport.
Number 15.
This is going to be an awfully long night. Number 15, that's Ricardo Azevedo for Thames International P2.
Number 16.
Number 16, it's the second position car in GT2 of Florian Strauss for 360 Racing.
Number 17.
Number 17, that's Bram Bielen for SRVN GT2. No, I'm looking at the wrong number. That's
we'll try again. Number 17.
Yeah, that's Bas Svartenbol for UK NL Racing, and they are in the pits at the moment.
Number 18.
Number 18, there we got Brambilen for SRVN GT2. If I can just punch the right numbers, well, there we go.
Number 19.
Number 19, that is Matt Strand for Satellite Racing GT2.
Number 20.
Number 20, that's Richard Blocker for Rare Endurance GT2.
And before we move on, I see something in the chat box. Position 2 on fire? Question mark?
Ooh? Position 2 on fire?
No, he's not on fire. He's just fast.
It might be on the live timing.
Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we? 20 something?
We were about to start number 21.
Okay, 21.
That's Maciej Milaszewski for Atlantic Racing Team in GT2.
Number 22.
Number 22, Schildehan, SRVN GT2.
Number 23.
Number 23, that's Cohen Valinde for the LSD Racing GT2.
Number 24.
24, it's Nigel Middleton for Total Sim Racing.
Number 25.
Number 25, that's Nick Newcomb for the Downforce Racing.
And number 26.
And finally, number 26, and the final car running in the field, it's Georgios Stavakos for Waterblue Racing.
And the retirements we are not going to go through because they are out of the race. Back to you, Simon. Have you seriously not listened to me and Roy comment before?
Oh dear. I have to see my shrink on Monday.
Aww.
Oh well.
Never mind.
Just a fun fact. The first time me and Roy was commenting, we had Ryan with us. The next time I was supposed to comment with Roy, Ryan didn't show up. And I haven't seen him since.
Ryan who?
Callan.
I see Ryan Callan has a little bit of a problem, whereas if he's not actually the main deal in something, he gets the hump and doesn't join in. So probably you outfoxed him with your comedy duo.
Yeah, but he's so fun to comment with. He's a really good commentator too.
Yes, he is a very good commentator.
Yeah. I miss him.
Aww. Pine.
Ryan, if you're listening, please come back.
They didn't mean to scare you, really.
No. Well, we have Simon. And George, but George is silent.
So, am I a decent enough fill-in for now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll do.
And then everything went quiet and silent.
Yeah, we just took another trip down memory lane.
I'm not bitter.
The question is, how come we're so silent when we have all this sugar and candy around us?
Well, you can
'cause it's all in my
drill
mouth.
and cut the corners.
My question is, why don't I have any of that candy?
We can mail you some. Send me your email address and I'll mail you some candy.
Can you define candy for me?
Well, we have, what's it called?
Yeah, what do you have?
I just have to see if it's English written somewhere.
Let's start with some chocolate then.
You know this Malaco? Adult wine something rubber. Yeah.
Wine.
Wine, is it
Yeah,
called? No.
probably. No.
Yeah,
that makes
sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have chocolates, we have Mentos, we have juicy fruit chewing gum.
Still a lot of energy drink and a lot of soda.
Yeah. Crisp soda.
Oh yeah. That probably makes a lot of sense. Christmas soda.
If you have any Norwegian listeners, Lillehammer and Hamar's julebruss. For those who is not in Norway, that does not make sense at all.
No.
Is it me or Stefan Persson gone missing?
He has gone missing. He's dropped from 3rd to 5th, and I
I'm
can't see
wondering
him.
what has happened. The camera's looking at a wall in T1. So, don't know what has happened to them. I think we might get confirmation soon of a potential disconnect.
Well, that will be an intense shame if that is the case.
No, lost the Chuckle Brothers again.
Oh, Chuckle Brothers. Such a good name for them, Joe. Awesome. So, that would be an awful shame if Stefan Pearson is off, as whoever we've got on screen is spinning the wrong way. I don't know who that is. It's David Horvath in 4th position, who's inherited 4th because Stefan has disappeared, but he's been disappeared for quite a while, and it won't be able to have a lap before James Johnson reappears. Occasionally, once or twice in R-Factor, I have had a screen freeze that just gets stuck there for a good couple of minutes, and then it can return back to you, but it's so infrequent that it actually ever does return back. Maybe he's just sitting there waiting for it to go back, but my theory is probably disconnection as Georgios Davakos, they're facing the wrong way too, just returning to the grass. But he gets the Determination and Grit award for still being able to do stuff. Because I think everyone's just having a little mini shindig up and down. I think George is off to go and actually find Stefan Pearson, because Stefan, I believe, is out of the race in 5th position as he now drops to 6th. James Johnson pops through. Stefan Pearson definitely out of the race, I imagine. So that is a real shame there. Yep. Server not receiving updates from the client. Game has been removed from the game. Stefan Pearson out for Atlantic Racing Team P1. John Davis, our race leader. There's Richard Brower for Simco Hungarian team in 7th position. Who is that changing position? Oh, it's Mudrack getting past Manuel and Rayner. No, it's Bob Hutchins getting past Remco de Wilde. That was what that was. Because here we go. There is Bob Hutchins. Was 12th position, now 11th. And there you can see, a little bit of lagaroo. But he's passed him on the exit of turn 1. And up he goes, as we just quickly fast forward back to the real race action. There we go, we're back live again. So that will soon become 10th position by the time they've caught and passed the disconnected Stefan Pearson. I think it's going to pop into the chat room anytime soon. Everyone else in the world is disconnected. Oh no, Dragos is still here. Good old faithful.
Of course.
Hey, can always rely on you. What are you doing for Christmas, Dragos?
I have no idea. I think nursing my wounds.
Bless.
And also my pride, because I can't race anymore. I mean, I've been doing lately. I've been doing GT5 racing, but other than that, I've just not had the time for anything. And like going into a random server on R-Factor isn't so much fun anymore.
No, there's only so much fun you can get out of the McGann Trophy public servers. As we can see, Bob Hutchins there recovered from his spin. Stays in 11th position, which will become 10th eventually. As Remco de Wilde had an awful lap last time by. So even though Bob Hutchins spun, he still kept the position. I saw you there, George. You'd gone off to see what was going on with Stefan.
Yep. Sadly, they came into their final driver swap of the race. He was handing the car over to Andre Martins, and the driver swap appeared to go all right for them on their screens, but I don't think it logged Andre taking the car over. So they've got a disconnect through the driver swap, which is very, very cruel to have that going into the last stint. Under 2 hours to go. And Andre was to bring the car home. Unlucky for them.
Yeah, there's only so much amount of mother loving that Joakim can do, and that doesn't ever come into effect with a disconnection. Sorry, I was just checking out what was going on further down the field there. Welcome to the race, Conor McCarroll in 18th position for UKNL Racing. So we're getting the last couple of new drivers appearing onto the field. So Conor McCarroll on lap 200 into the car, and looking quite comfy already. In a top 20 position too. We're down to 24 left now because Andreas Davicus has crashed out from 26th position. That's such a shame for Georgios. He's done so well to keep everything going, but unfortunately it does look like he has crashed out with 184 laps completed before he done so. So a shame then for Georgios Davicus for Waterblue Racing.
But this late in the race, I think we're across the 75% mark, so I guess he will score points anyhow.
He has. I think we're going to have another retirement because Nick Newcomb for Downforce Racing. Oh no, he's come back to us again. It was stuck there for a second. That could be why I'm in replay mode. I went to find a replay, of Georgios, but it happened about a minute ago and I didn't want to go that far back in case I ruined the broadcast. But Newcomb's into the pits for Waterblue Racing. He's now our last placed man. He's completed 193 laps so far. So the Downforce Racing team, they had a very, very rocky start to this event, but it's slowly calmed down for them and they're getting more into the swing of things as things go along. So that promises and bodes well for them in future rounds. And for the rest of this race, actually, to be honest.
I don't know if you mentioned it, but Ben Tusting is now behind the wheel of the GT Omega Racing.
No, I have
G2
not.
car.
I have not. And there he is now on your screen, 5th position, GT Omega Racing, as our wonderful co-commentators have pointed out.
Thank you.
No, take a bow. And still serenely out front, John Davis for Atlantic's Racing Team. Still Jean-Marie Zmiro on the same lap. Let me just take a quick look at their lap times in general. John Davis finishing anywhere between the 131.1s to the 132.1s, whereas Zmiro, let's see whether or not he's actually closing in or not. Oh no, he's in the 131s to 134 last time round. He must have had traffic. It looks like he's got round Bob Hutchins and the Schroten brothers, so that could well be why he was slow that time by, but he's not matching John Davis's lap times, so I don't see a battle occurring anywhere there soon. David Horvath now into 3rd position, now that Ryan Mayfield has pitted for 05 Motorsports and has dropped behind him. Ben Tusting 5th for GT Omega as a top P2 driver, ahead of Richard Bauer and Kevin Ledoux for Simco Hungarian and the Black Rebels. Mudrak will soon jump into 8th position once they've got round enough laps to get over Stefan Persson.
May I come with a short question?
You can.
Has Stefan Persson dropped out of the game while I was away?
He has. He had a disconnection, I'm afraid, in the last driver swap that they were trying to get Andre back into. So he is out, unfortunately. So goodbye to the potential of a podium.
Yeah.
And welcome to the race in 17th position. There's someone else called Bram.
Yay!
Bram Beanland is in the SRVN GT2 car. They're 3rd overall in their class. Bram Beanland joins in for the last hour and 3/4. So he's having a short stint.
Well, he has actually been in the car for a little while.
Oh, okay. I hadn't seen him, sorry. Nigel Middleton's facing the wrong way in 23rd.
So we had an issue with the driver swap as well for the SRH Xeno Motorsport team when Remco tried to pass the car onto a teammate. The AI took control of the car. And they could not get it back, so he's had to retire the car.
Oh, no.
How does the AI take over the car? I can't really understand that.
I think it's just a not necessarily a small disconnection, but it doesn't transfer for some reason, connect the spectating driver, so it gives the car to the computer because it registers the driver giving the car away, but it doesn't register anyone taking it, so I think that's where the computer takes over.
It has not been a big issue earlier.
But they could have left the computer out there to try and finish the race, it would be dangerous.
Well, we saw that we thought it had happened earlier on, didn't we? So, and that was causing drama, so it's best for the safety of everyone else's
And now Matt Strand's out, yeah.
Matt Strand's out as well, so that's all kicking off now in 19th position he was. So, where is he? Yeah, he's into the pits.
That looks like a disconnect to me. He's stopped dead on the back straight.
Yeah. What a shame. So, a clutch of retirements right in the dying couple of hours now for our race, as we're going to just jump on board a little bit with Ben Tustin, just behind his helmet. See what it's like almost at the driver's eye view. So, terrible shame there. Matt timed out on TeamSpeak, says Dave Nichols, so I think it's actually his internet connection went down.
Yeah.
So, a big shame there. Thank you, David, for that. He's poked in a few little comments throughout the race for me, so he's been a great help, thank you, Dave. Unfortunate end there for Matt Strand, especially after the team have gone on for coming up 6.5 hours. Patrice is back in the Downforce racing car, so everyone look out.
I actually tried to help him to come into the commentators for a little while here now, and he's promised to come in after this is finished.
Okay, that'll be interesting. Well, Boy van der Laar is now overtaking the car, so you can see him just leaving out the pits there. In second position, putting Jean-Marie Miro back into the lead for Team R Seat FR. Of course, this is all pit stop affected, so once Jean-Marie pops into the pits, you can see how tight the pit lane exit is there on board. And where is he going to rejoin back out again? Always worries me actually when you've got such a massive concrete wall at the end of the exit of the pit lane, because sometimes you can just come straight back out into another car. And Ferris wheel's looking lovely still. Yay! I must say that gets Best Track Graphic Award for me of 2011. I'm so yeah.
I'm reading in the chat box again. There is this person here called Sergey Yashi. He's wondering, are there free seats available in the league?
There are. You need to make sure you have a read through the forums. Depends whether you're looking for a drive in a team or you want to enter a team into the final 2 rounds. Depending on what class you go for, there is a bit of a waiting list, but if you're looking for P1, I think at the moment there might be 1 or 2 slots available. So have a read of the forums. If you like what you see, get yourself a team together, make a skin, and sign up. We might be able to fit you in either in the next round or the final round at Le Mans.
Remember, you need to sign up to be an actual member of Race Department first before you can join up as well.
You have to be a licensed member to be able to take part.
Which is free of charge, is it not?
Indeed.
It's not that hard to get a license.
No.
I got one.
If you can type, you're good.
Yeah, pretty much. And if you don't want the old hassle of making your own team, you can also post in the available drivers subthread, so that with a little bit of what kind of experience and stuff you got, so maybe some team will catch you up.
I did see someone much earlier in the chat box saying they didn't even know what kind of racing thing this is, so it's great that we're being able to turn people to sim racing and get them a new hobby to be addicted to.
Just a stupid question from me, but how many are left now?
What, cars?
Yeah.
How many cars are left? We have 22 left. By the time they'll have all caught and done enough laps to pass Pearson, DeWitt and Strand, we'll have 22 left. So not bad from 39 that started.
It's it's not good either.
Yeah, it should be better than that. I'd seen we've had a few disconnects, but there's been too many teams.
There's another one. Gary Lennon. Position 11.
Yeah.
He crashed.
Oh, Gary Lennon. He's only just got in the car. Gary.
What are you doing?
Looks like he's run wide.
Out of the mix.
Don't know what he's going on there.
I wonder if he had some lag or something and then came back onto the track but was in the barriers or something by the time that happened.
Yeah, maybe his screen's been on.
Yeah. I've had that happen before where R factor minimises and you're like, steering into desktop. Not good there. So Gary Lennon, a very short stint. And out of the race for Black Visor Motorsports. So, unfortunately, they're now down to just 21. Will be barely legal if this continues.
Sirs.
Now what's legal in the UK?
Depends what subtext we're talking of here.
Or what your hobbies are.
What my hobbies are. Well, see, I thought you could pick your nose aged 0. No one
Lovely.
laughs.
Moving swiftly on, we're now joined by Stefan Persson.
No, Joakim has to say it. Joakim
That was
needs
a
to
good transfer, George.
Just changing the direction subtly.
Good evening,
subtle
guys.
as an elephant.
Yeah. So then, Stefan, very unlucky for you, suffering a disconnect with the driver swap.
You want to know something funny? Andre is still driving and he has all the traffic.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Have you tried trying to set up a driver swap?
We tried, but when I joined the server, I couldn't find my name or Andre's name on the drivers list. So there's no way to be able to do something about it.
It does say server is not receiving updates from client, and then it removed you. But you're the only person to have had that thing come up before you were removed. So strange.
It's like I've never been under this situation before because we did a driver swap and Andre joined the server as a spectator. I did a request and pick his name, did a pit stop, got the box telling me that I will lose control in X amount of seconds, and everything worked fine. The transfer went as usual, and all of a sudden I looked at the live races update. I saw my name and 5th position. I couldn't find Andre. I said, "Are you driving?" "Yeah." Well, I'm really getting tired of this game, to be honest.
You cannot wait for R Factor 2 to come along.
Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm about to sign off this championship for real.
That would be a shame. And obviously, we would ask you to.
We're still gonna do it, but we're still gonna. Now it's like I'm hitting things here in my living room, and I'm pretty pissed at Andre's. You can't believe it. He's still driving. He's still clinging on to this small chance that he might pop up again and continue his race, but I don't have the heart to tell him he's dead.
Yeah, I really don't think there's any chance of
Go towards the light.
coming back to life.
Yeah. Andre saying, "I see dead people." Well, anyway, I want to say thank you to you guys for doing a great job as usual. Nice track, beautiful traffic. Not. I'm not going to bitch and moan because I'm at a point in my mental state. I'm not going to say something, but there is some issues. But
yep, indeed.
I do like the track, and I think you have made a beautiful job, and the skies is like amazingly.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry we couldn't be here for the finish. We just had to sit and look at the sim racing TV and see the sister team going.
Yep.
John and Boy and Peter.
Yeah.
Well, not much to do. So, gentlemen, I want to say thank you for now, and wish you guys a good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sweet.
Right, I would just want to point out that Nigel Middleton has left over the Total Sim Racing car into the hands of Wayne Reed, so the team captain is taking the car to the finish.
Is it only me who gets a sting in the heart when someone says left in this game now?
Yeah, because I actually thought you meant retired. I was like, no!
Oh my
Not another one. Well, Wayne Reed actually, top chops to the guy. He's been posting throughout our shout box for most of the race actually, so he's obviously been overseeing events throughout.
And we have a driver swap in the picture. With Cohen Felinder going out, and Stephen, what was it? Pubos.
Yeah, okay. Stephen!
Stephen is taking over the
Stephen
car.
P!
Bob. That's for the LSD Racing GT2, the remaining LSD Racing GT2 car.
There has been a change in 4th position. We've missed this one. Obviously some pit stops coming into this. Ryan Mayfield has dropped down to 4th overall. And David Horvath has moved up to 3rd. And it looks like Jean-Marie Simro is in the pits because Boy van der Laar has taken back the lead of the overall race. So I wonder if Team RC will have to make 1 or 2 more stops. I think the Atlantic team are going to have to make 2 more stops, judging on when they made their last stop, so it could be interesting. I don't know how long a P1 car can go on a full tank.
Pubos it is. Thank you. Pubos. There you go. And I see
everyone
that
say it.
Conor McCarroll has taken over the UKNL Ferrari in 4th position in GT2.
Ooh, we got a request.
Okay.
Randy Wilson wants to know, how is the R4R car doing?
The
Doing.
R4R, that's
Doing.
the R4R car, that should be this one. Joseph Mudra behind the wheel. He is in 8th position overall, and that leaves us in 4th in P2.
Not bad at all.
Randy Wilson. Now send us a PayPal. What's it called? Check. Something.
PayPal donation.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mention this race.
We've got Kevin Brent's 15th overall, just coming into the pits. We'll see if Florian Strauss retakes the lead in GT2. This will mean that Kevin will have to come in and do 1 more stop after this. That will probably be a short slash and dash to get him to the finish of this race. I haven't got a timer. Does anyone know what time is left in this race?
1 hour, 31 minutes, and 50
Okay,
seconds.
so he'll be able to
49.
go to about 1 hour, 10.
45.
So he should, take a small bit of fuel at the end to finish the race. So Florian Strauss, I don't know where he is. He's on the banking at the moment, but I don't know if that's heading towards the bus stop or the start-finish line. That's going to start-finish line. So Kevin Brent's is still there. So Florian Strauss is actually going to the bus stop. So now Kevin Brent should come back out in front of him. So the 05 team have managed to get the pit stop time that they need. So they have effectively clawed back the lead of the race in GT2.
Well, it's gonna be close.
Yep, Florian Strauss just heading towards the line now. He's actually below that yellow line where he shouldn't be, but there was quite a bit of traffic there, so... So both of them will need to pit again. Maybe Florian Strauss needs 2 pit stops, but if he can run for another 10 to 15, 20 minutes, all he'll need is one more stop.
Yeah, this is about the time where all the strategy is playing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't mention that Patrice Strike is behind the wheel of the downforce racing car. Yes, we did. So...
Yes, we can.
So everything has calmed down a little bit again. Of course, that's very... it's not probably the best thing to say, because then everything happens, but...
It's really calm now. It's calmed down.
Did we introduce Bram Beelan? It looks like a new name.
I think we did.
Yeah, we have mentioned him a couple of times.
Yeah, he was
I
new
haven't
Bram.
seen him racing today.
It's about 20 minutes ago or so.
Well, longer. I think it's
Half an hour, 40?
probably closer to an hour, I guess.
Okay. If you say so.
Because he was already in the car when we did our... he had been in the car for a while when we did our roundup of how the standings was hitting the final 2 hours of the race.
Yeah.
So, any more drivers wanting to join in for a little chat, please do.
Well, I tried to get Magnus Dahlgren in, but he doesn't have a mic, so he can't talk to us. And Ole Marius don't want to.
Yeah, Ole Marius is a big chicken and doesn't want to try to speak English.
Well, in that short time, Bram Beelan is being caught by Conor McCarroll, 17th overall. So Conor McCarroll now, I think, under 10 seconds behind. It was just at about 9.2 at the moment. So he's been closing him down. Florian Strauss is only 2.5 seconds behind Kevin Brentsis for the lead of GT2, 15th overall. They have the, I believe it's the Rare Endurance team in between them at the moment. Not for position, but just as a lapped car in that black and orange Porsche. As Florian Strauss gets it a bit wrong in the bus stop, has to straight line the last bit of the bus stop.
That corner has caught out quite a lot of drivers during the event.
Yep, it looks like there was just almost contact there between Kevin Ledoux and is it who's driving that rare car?
Blocker?
Blocker.
No.
That's yeah. They were almost. I don't know if they did make contact, but it was very close.
I just think it was the camera angle.
Yeah, Florian Strauss is muscling his way past him.
While all this is going on, Ricardo Acevedo is into the pits for the Times International.
So can Florian Strauss close down this full gap to Kevin Brents? These two fight for the GT2 win.
And Ricardo Resende has taken over the Times International P2 car in that pit stop. So there you go. It's Ricardo who's going to take the car to the finish. And everything calmed down quite a bit towards the end of the race.
This is normally a nicer time though, because obviously there's less cars on track. I think a lot of people have learned where now they can and can't pass, and people can sort of get their heads down and get into the groove a bit and put some laps in, not worrying about traffic as much. So, Florian Strauss got a big toe here. Kevin Brents has been struggling since that stop. Florian Strauss pulls out of the slipstream and takes the lead of GT2. They head down into turn 1. runs a bit deep. Kevin goes tight to the corner. Can he get the power down quick enough to challenge him into turn 3? Doesn't look like he'll be close enough. Wonder if Kevin has a problem. Kevin has been faster than Florian over this last hour and a half.
Let's see. Try to get it on screen as well. There's 16.
Yeah, 15 and 16th overall. I'm going to go and check what's going on. I'll be
Alright.
back.
Ooh, close.
Oh, it's Ralph Spins.
Florian Strauss is off the track. Find him?
16, thank you. There you go.
Way off the
Replay.
track. Replay time. Just slid out.
I couldn't get a good camera angle either. Okay, this one is good. So it seems like it just lost the rear end.
Yeah, just spun out. You're early on the throttle, maybe.
Yeah, there's... then it has to do it all again, yeah. 12 seconds then, the gap. That was pretty much the closest battle we had on the circuit at the moment. That's important because it's for the win, for the victory in G2.
And here goes Florian Strauss into the pits.
Yeah, Strauss into the pits, so...
Might need a tire change or maybe. What? Is he retiring? Or is this AI?
Well, he retired now, but that was very strange.
That was a strange way to retire. That almost looked like an AI driver.
Yes, it did. Just bam!
Oh my god!
Did you see that?
No, I just sit down to the computer screen and I was like, he's going in the garage!
Anyone know what's happened with Florian Strauss, why he's driven into the pits and switched the engine off?
Well, he spun in the corner before the backman, but he didn't have any damage on the car or something. He just drove right in the pits, through the wall, and into the garage.
How weird.
It looked like an AI driver.
Yeah?
We need a statement on that, 360 Racing.
I think you should go up and investigate.
Well, I'm not that good in German, so...
Well,
improvise.
Yeah.
Could Florian Strauss please come to the doctor's office for alcohol check?
You crash and ration nations.
360 Racing, yeah, they're on...
Go on and investigate.
Should I try? I'm not that good in English. In German, I mean.
Yeah, well, speak English.
If you're going to investigate, you need to do it in the commentary box, because it would be comedy gold.
I think we should go and get him.
Yeah, we'll have to go and get him. But, what a shame, because that's kind of ruined whatever chance there was for a GT2 battle, really, to be honest, wasn't it?
Yep, I think it's pretty much handed the win on a plate to the 05 Motorsport team, who are looking to make it 3 in a row.
Oh, share out the glory, peeps, come on. And we've been tussed in 2 laps ahead of Richard Bauer for P2, and the GT1's almost a lap apart, if not are a lap apart. Yeah, the actual win for each category, crashes and drama and extreme weirdness not taken into account, we've got it sorted pretty much. But as you've just seen, with Florian Strauss, anything can happen.
Although, when Jean-Marie Zimro across the line, he is actually on the same lap as Boy Van Laar. I don't know if Boy can get away with making one more stop. I think they might have to stop twice. Whereas I'm not sure about the Team RC. I think they may only need to stop once.
I see, he's running faster because Smiro in the last 2 laps has been in the 134s, and before that was a 33 and a 32, whereas Boy is just constantly in the 32s. But Boy was second once he came out of his pit stop, so I don't know, it's going to be nip and tuck between the two, I think.
Maybe Boy's pushing because he knows he has to do an extra stop.
Yeah. Who knows? Because when you do Alt V for the pit stops, it actually brings up the view option, which is why it doesn't always work. So if we could do that, then we might be able to see. Oh, there we go, pit stops. Yeah, he's done one less.
Hey, come on, what's the news?
Well, that was interesting. Matthias is at lunch, and both of them were signed in on TeamSpeak, so I tried to speak. There is actually no problems with the car or anything. It's just that Florian does not have any more time to drive, and Matthias is at lunch, so he can't join in at the moment. So they had to quit.
Oh.
I was
quite a late
surprised.
lunch for a German to be having lunch at
I'm not
8
sure.
o'clock in the evening.
He was eating something, I can hear. But Florian said he had some problem with not head, not knee, but he didn't know the English word for it. But he just couldn't drive anymore. And he was not happy with it because he think he went okay.
Oh, we've got another DNF. 14.
They sounded surprised when I joined the channel, though.
Oh, Remco's been out for ages, don't worry.
Oh,
Okay.
can you
It's
keep
just
up,
that
please, Roy?
Yeah, sorry. It just popped up on my screen here, so I guess
That's
someone
what
did
happens
pass
when
him.
the Chuckle brothers don't work together. It
Yeah.
feels like that.
Sorry. Again, all excited for nothing.
Oh, yeah, right. RMI Racing is out of the race.
Ooh.
It looks like Wade Reed is, he should be coming in for a stop. It's been towards the end. That car looking clearly battered. Oh no, it's just driving straight through. Maybe that was a penalty of some sort.
Couldn't it say so unless it was?
No, only if it's applied by an admin.
Well, he did stop actually. He has a quite early pit stop on the line. He was the first box on the line actually.
Oh, that's strange. It shouldn't be that box.
Maybe you just had to go take a leak or something.
Well, this was where he stopped, so.
You gotta go.
Rather that went into the tire bundle or something along the track.
Yeah. So we may as well update people on the class leaders. Currently leading P1 and leading the race overall is Atlantic Racing Team number 1, currently being driven by Boy Vandelar. They lead Team RC.fr, who is currently being driven by Jean-Marie Simero. Third in P1 is 05 Motorsport with Ryan Mayfield driving at the moment. P2, pretty much from start to finish, dominant performance like the previous round. It's going to be 2 in a row if GT Omega can take it to the flag. Ben Tusting is driving the car. I don't think they'll probably take any risks with any other swaps. I remember when they gave the car to Jack Keighley before they had an issue, I think, so probably just safer. Ben brings it home. They've got a 2-lap lead over Simco Hungarian team, who are second in P2. Third is the Black Rebels, Kevin Ledoux currently driving. He's been driving with Gregory de Grief today. I'm not sure who else has been driving that car. Currently leading GT2 is 05 Motorsport, looking for a hat-trick of wins this season. Kevin Brents has done a good job of rescuing the failure of my stint. Second in GT2 is now UK NL, so great potential result for them. As Simon mentioned earlier, they've kept out of the wars. I think they probably had a scare in that incident at the start with the 6 or 7 car pile-up, but they've managed to stay out of trouble for the rest of the race, and they are being rewarded with a potential second place, and third in GT2. Sorry to interrupt, is SRVN GT2, so we always, sorry.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out there's still not a scratch on that car for the UKML team.
Yeah. Yeah, most of the Ferraris that we've seen have been driving around without that bonnet.
Yeah, and with dents all over.
Yeah. I think they welded the bonnet.
It's quite funny, the two SRVN cars are currently driving around together. They are 17th and 21st respectively. They're driving side by side at the moment. Both of them are missing their bonnets.
Trying to see if that will give them some aerodynamic efficiency, lose some weight or something.
Yeah, it's a lighter car.
They're both going straight on into turn one, whatever they're doing. So
that won't be into good inter-team battle. They end up taking each other out, even though they're laps apart from each other. If we're going down together.
Romeo and Juliet.
Cars version of. Oh dear. Well, it's that time of the evening. I think. Do you think we've got time for takeaway bingo? Is it quiet out on track?
Yeah, it's fairly quiet. We just had the P1. That's all to be decided, but we're not quite sure what's going on and who's pitting when. So,
Boy
P2 spinning. Sorry, I don't know who that is. Trying to find out who just spun in the background. It's the Hams International, I believe.
Go red, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah. Yep, it's currently being driven by Ricardo Resende, 12th overall. They've had a spin and they're driving down on the damaged car apron, so maybe they're going to go and park outside the pits for another 5 minutes as they get another driver prepared.
Although Resende's not been too bad today. He was caught up in one big accident, I think, but he generally kept out of trouble for the rest of it, I think.
I think they are actually going to stop by the pits. Oh no, he's crawling. It looks like he's going to make it in.
Come on, you can't give up now, Tams International. You've entertained us this far.
It's strange though, it's Tams International, but sadly we haven't got a Tam driving the car.
I know.
Tam, or his brother, I believe it is, aren't here today. I believe and Tommy is actually at the hospital, I think. He's not doing too well at the moment, something with his eyes, so we hope he recovers.
Yeah, speedy recovery, mate.
He's normally a very fast driver. As Simon said, they suffered with disconnections in previous seasons, so hopefully he can be back for round 4.
Yeah, so needs to get better either. I'm sure, and Tommy with broken eyes is probably do at least half a decent, or if not a better job than what his drivers in replacing them have done today, to be fair. No disrespect, you've all done better than what I'd have done anyway. I'd be probably just about completing lap 3 by now, so we shall see. But so how many people have we got left? We've gonna have 20. Yeah, we've still got 21 drivers. Sorry, no, 20 then left. Gilles Dehaene is back in the SRVN car in 21st position, so that's quite good. Just see him back in again. Excuse me, and we've got the Stroton drivers in the top 10. Woo!
Oh, don't tell the Chuckle brothers have gone again.
Oh. They're in and out like a fiddler's elbow. I wouldn't worry.
I wonder if they do actually work together to get the route going again, as to actually say, go on, pass the Ethernet to me, to you, but back to you, to me.
I think it's probably one of them has got the arm going to keep the power crank going, and then when they just get too knackered, they just drop off, and then the other one has to swap positions and get back going again. So.
I'd like someone in the shout box. Sorry, I'd like someone in the shout box to try and tell me how many laps a P1 can do. Come on, that's level.
What, before the end of the race?
Yeah, no, I want to know how many they can do in a stint. I want to try and work out what P1s are going to have to do. Come on, someone.
Well, we've got right. Boy Van Laars last pitted on lap 238, and before that, they pitted on lap 2:19, and before that 2:04. That's kind of a bit inconsistent.
Yeah.
And before that 1:70. So yeah.
Jean-Marie Zimmer was 2:44, so they went 6 laps longer.
Yeah, I mean, I've been told that 90 minutes is a fuel load, and what people are doing, and I think this is where people are trying to chop and change it everywhere, is obviously most people are trying to break this up into 4 2-hour clumps with 4 drivers. So depending on whether you've got 4 drivers or 3 drivers, then depends on how close to that 90-minute marker you'll fuel. Because if you're going to do a pit stop, then you try and slap it bang on the hour mark if you can, just pure fuel-wise. But whether the tyres hold on that long is another matter.
I don't think it's an hour and a half. I think the GT2 cars normally go the longest, and they can do about an hour and 10, an hour and 15. So I think the P1 cars are probably under an hour, maybe between 50 minutes and an hour. I'm not 100% on that. Hopefully someone will confirm. But how long does a P2 stint go for, Roy?
Sorry? Go on.
Just wondering about the length of a P2 stint. What's the maximum tank? How long can you go for?
Good question.
Hubba.
Probably go quite a lot longer than I did.
So I suppose that's more like saying how long is a piece of string back to be.
I'm not entirely sure. I think I did a stint in about somewhere around an hour, I guess. But you know, I'm not really with the best of pace or anything, so it could be shorter, it could be longer, depending on how you push and everything. So your guess is good, man.
Well, thanks for clearing that one up, Rory. I thought we were going for an experienced driver in P2 class there, but sadly we just got a load of waffle and we're no closer to knowing how long a prototype can go for.
Yeah.
Let's try Roy with what is the meaning of life.
Ooh, I don't know. 42.
I hope you're comfortable.
The number of pi.
Yeah.
3.1467 many.
Bless. Oh well. So, I think it's time, just for a quick second, for... Let me get the drum. Da-da-da! Takeaway bingo.
And for us new listeners, can you please explain what takeaway bingo is?
Takeaway bingo.
Sure. Sorry to interrupt. Jean-Marie Zero's into the pits.
Oh, is
he? Yep.
Okay. Well, that definitely helps things out for Boy then, doesn't it? Because we thought that Boy has made one less pit stop anyway, so that's going to really play into Atlantic Racing Team's hands.
It looks like they're changing tyres as well. There is an hour and 10. They're not going to be able to make it to the end, I don't think.
Ooh. That's not going to work. So maybe strategy has been played out better by Atlantic Racing Team, and even though they're flooring it, they now don't have to make up that pit stop that they really had left to take, because they've just been gifted an extra one anyway. Jimmy Dion takes the seat for Team RSeat.fr.
Back to takeaway bingo. I'm intrigued to know what it is. I haven't heard it before, but I've heard other people speaking of it.
I've heard it too.
Well, it came about basically. Way back when I was commentating in 2009, when we was doing, back in the day. I was I had takeaways. No. I'd bring along food to whatever country we was meant to be racing in, and then I'd sit and chomp away on it in like the warm-up session between qualifying and the race, and just make general silly comments. Then it became takeaway bingo, where I'd pick a restaurant, and then people in the chat room or drivers that came in and commentated with us would pick a number off the menu, and I would buy it and then eat it on air, and then probably be a little bit sick afterwards. So we'll try it again today. So I think you three deserve to pick a number between. Let me see what menu I'm on. Right, we're going Indian.
Ooh.
Okay. So if you know kind of how an Indian restaurant's menu is, you've got the starters at the low numbers, then all different dishes, and then rice and weird things at the end.
Are you having one dish or many?
I'm going to go for... we'll pick 3, because then if we have George, Joakim and Roy pick out the 3, because you've all suffered here as long as I have this afternoon.
Can I pick the starter?
You can pick the starter, but... Okay, so the starters we've got is between 1 and 18. What am I having?
3.14159265.
That's like the whole menu.
No, that's 3.14159265.
Or more like pie.
You're having pie.
Pie?
You're having pie. Indian pie.
Indian pie. Let's just put the entire menu under a stuffed crust and just see what happens.
Well, 3 then.
Yeah.
This is closest to 3.1415.
We were just close to an interview with Jean-Marie Zimmerau, and we have lost that opportunity now.
No.
I think you should all hold your head in shame.
He'll be back.
He'll be
hearing
back.
what Jean-Marie had to say about his but no, you've ruined it.
No, he'll be back.
Oh wow. He'll
All of you
come
have
back.
ruined it.
All of you. I think it was George really, because you weren't really participating in this, were you? So he could feel the negative "I'm going to be professional" vibe coming across.
I've
from
jumped on
your
the moral
side.
high ground, and I'm going to enjoy it for the next few minutes as I judge you. So.
Well,
You jinxed, didn't you?
if being right is being judged, I'm going to be wrong.
Don't start.
Dude,
So the
how-
number was 3 then.
The number was 3. I'm going for what is apparently called a tandoori mixed. It doesn't say what is mixed, but it's a tandoori mixed.
Kitty
So I have
and
that.
dog.
Yeah, a little bit of cat and dog.
Hold it one moment. Hold it one moment. We can bring you this interview right now because he has returned. Mr. RC man himself, Jean-Marie Zimmerau. How was
Mr.
your stint
RC?
this evening?
I have a big problem with my G27. Just in my stint, the brakes pedals was blinking a lot, so I lose a lot of top speed and I spin a little in a few corners. So I have to shorten my stint and and give the wheel to Jimmy to finish the race. That's a shame for us. Lot of mistakes this weekend.
Yeah, but we came into this round being the favourites, obviously got pole position. The team was a very good lap, and we thought he might be able to challenge for the win because we weren't sure how strategy was going to work, but obviously you've had to pit early because as you said you had your problems. So will you need to make another pit stop for fuel?
Yes, we will.
Yeah. So that sort of makes it very difficult now for you to the challenge.
Same with the first race with our seats. So we enjoyed this, but this race
you
problem.
You did nice R seats, have you? Where's one for the series organizer? The coordinator. It must be some sort of present. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It's Christmas, Also Hanukkah. So put it all into one and give me an R seat.
No, but I already had this problem with my G25, and the G27 is 6 months old, so I didn't expect that, but it happened.
What did you say was going on with the wheel?
In the corner, the car were oversteer, so I said, what the fuck, first, and after that, in the main straight, the car didn't pass 300, so I said, oh, we had a problem.
That's not good.
And John came on the server in spec to see if the brakes were blinking, and he said, oh, your brake is always on, so you had to push on your brake pedals to clear that.
Oh yeah,
But,
Actually, I've experienced that too.
Yeah, but you know what I did to fix that problem? I got rid of the G27 pedals, and if you can, try and save up some Motorsport pedals because they are a million times better than the standard G27 pedals.
Yes, I know that.
Because I even had problems with my throttle not registering maximum, and also the brakes. I used to have to run with about a 20% dead zone, which is annoying.
I lose half a minute with that.
Yeah, it's very frustrating.
Just to jump in very quickly, Battle for P23 has just been resolved. Patrice de Vries has just overtaken Wayne Reed for that, and they're now both into 22nd and 23rd positions. So Wooden Spoon now handed to Wayne Reed.
See ya, guys.
See ya, Jean-Marie.
Oh, I didn't mean for that to end. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut in.
See, you can't.
I was reporting the on-track shenanigans. If he's going to be diva-ish.
After 7 hours, you would.
He's not Barbara Streisand.
Well, it seems that we have an admirer of Jean-Marie Simero in the chat box as Thomas. Not quite sure who Thomas is with no surname, but he seems to be an admirer of Jean-Marie. So maybe we could hook some people up. See, sim racing brings people together.
They glanced across the pit lane.
I suppose they could dazzle each other with their headlights and flash each other. Alright, that's going too far.
Go right, go right. Sorry. So, to the menu.
Flashing is illegal.
Yeah, but you'd go for main course now, don't we?
Yeah, main course. George, do you want to pick a number anywhere between 19 to... Let me scroll all the way down. Where do we go? Oh, that's side dishes. 133.
Oh shit.
Bloody hell, that's a huge menu. I think we'll go for 100.
100?
Octopus.
I'm down. Oh! It's a chicken dansack.
What the hell is
I've
that?
never heard of that one.
That's it's a lentil. Oh, it's a lentil curry. Oh, lentils. That's like health food.
Lentils are nice.
Lentils are very, very nice. I'm just not sure lentil plus curry is actually going to mean that I'm going to have
the number that's been drawn by the bingo machine.
No.
I just think not acceptable.
Lentils plus curry.
That's like me applying a weight now to Boy Van der Laar to slow him down.
Well, I thought you already had. Oh. Hey.
What did you call the dish again? Chicken
Dansak. D-A-N-S-A-K.
Oh.
So I'm sure you can Google that if you're not sure about it. The only problem is that lentils plus curry is going to mean very stinky Simon in the morning. So that's not good. And then side, yeah. I tell you what, I will be skinnier by the end of it. So Joakim,
for the side dish, then you can choose between a number. Choose between
that's true.
Number
Yeah,
between
come
5.
on. Come on then, Roy. You've got side dishes.
Yeah,
so
for the side dish.
We've got between 100 because there's 9 breads and stuff in the middle, which I've already got at home. Side dishes start at 157 and go to 173.
Oh, 171 then.
Oh, well, of course, it would be 171, which is taco dal.
Oh, that's lentil again.
Oh my god! Why don't you just give me bird seed and I'll just eat that? Tweety, tweety! I tell you what, we should have given this to Jurgen, because then he could have bird fed it to his crew like
if Jurgen had come in and he'd been a proper mother, he would have actually popped round and made things with fresh ingredients. And
I'd have had a stew.
Maybe brought some orange slices for an interval or something like that.
Oh. And he would have done it with packed lunch.
Yeah. That's what about trusting Norwegians to choose your food.
One of your 5-day. Oh.
What about dessert?
The what?
Dessert. I don't know what's it called in English.
Dessert?
Yeah.
I think you'd have to be
brave
to order dessert from an Indian takeaway.
That's true. Do you know what though? The only desserts that I've ever had from Indian takeaway, they're called punkies, and it's just an ice cream, but it comes in a little penguin toy, and you take off the head of the penguin, and inside is ice cream, so you get to keep the toy afterwards. And they are on my Facebook page, and they are on my work desk at work, and I give them to the little children to play with while I'm trying to talk to their mums and trying to convince them that work is a very good option, and you should really try it.
Well, apparently I need to make an apology, Ryan Walker is saying he has kids in the room. Can't remember what I've said that's offensive, but I do apologise if I have offended someone or used foul language.
Well, see, now Ryan Walker's Scottish, so that should be their first words. I would have thought. And being half Scottish myself, I can get away with saying that. Because it's alright taking the mickey out of someone if you already are yourself. So, that's why I can do fat jokes.
Okay, I have 2 Sam Smiths on Facebook, and both of them have mutual friends. Penguins?
Oh.
Wrong!
Hey! Oh, I love that!
Which Simon Smith are you?
That one.
The Simon Smith.
Are you called only Simon Smith, or are you called something else?
See now, Brian Walker, not only has he just typed in the chat room, but he's just proved my point, because instead of putting LMAO, he's put LMFAO, which proves my point that Scottish people know the swear words first. Dig a bigger ditch, Ryan, that's not working. So, P6, we've got Blage Kiss. Obviously, relation to the other Kiss. Attila the Hun, yeah. Oh dear. Well, we are into the last hour now, so we shouldn't really be able to be doing anything coherent.
Well, I've noticed, I think we had the camera on Conor McCarroll before, who was in second, but they made a pit stop, so that has allowed Bram Beelen in the SRVN number 1 car, which is the orange one. He's 13th overall, he's moved up to second in GT2. They may need to stop again. I don't think Conor will, because they just recently pitted, so they should be good to go to the end.
Dear me.
Oh, what?
And as I said, that Bram Beelen is into the pits.
Hey.
Yep. Commentator's curse. He's in.
George Nostradamus.
I see the stars.
It's nice to see that everyone reads the race briefing about keeping to the right of the yellow line. Sort of, very nice to see that.
So, what happened with the keeping to the wrong side of the yellow line, which is what everyone seems to be doing? Is there going to be any kind of drama with that after?
There will be a disqualification once the.
Really?
I'm only joking. No, it just makes it easier though if people stick to that yellow, and it's if someone quickly pulls out their pit box, you've got time to react if you're on the right hand side of the yellow line. Whereas if you're basically running right next to the white line where all the pit boxes are, you're going to have a crash if someone pulls out. So it's just pit lane etiquette.
Wow, etiquette.
What on earth are you doing?
I'm strumming.
So as mentioned before, Conor McCarroll moves back up into second and should be good to hopefully make it home to the finish and take second place for UKNL.
Awesome. Well, if anyone wanted to check out what restaurant I was just ordering from, it's off of justeat.co.uk and it's from Indian Balti Express. So if anyone else, don't know if anyone else lives around my.
Do you?
No, Harlow, Essex. I wouldn't go up that way.
Then I'm sure
Oh!
the right person. I sent you a friend request, so.
Oh, hi Spy. With my little eye.
Now here's the awkward moment whether Simon actually accepts it or not. We're live doing a broadcast. I'm sure Joakim is sitting there with great anticipation, waiting for the notification to come up that he's been accepted.
And do you know what pops up as soon as I've accepted you? The Shroton people pop up. Ah! I don't think they would accept my friend's request after.
You have refused them. that's the right word.
I have. If I could abuse a Schroten, that would be the way to do it.
Oh,
Leave it to Simon. Yeah.
Never mind.
No worse than Penguin.
Oh, we're getting a report from James Johnson that 20th place GT2 car, Stephen Poblos,
Oh, he's crashed out.
into the pit lane wall. Another victim of the pit wall. Maybe there's a magnet in there.
Well, it's a very difficult corner, I think, that turn 1, because you've got that small little kink beforehand, and I think if you're braking and turning, maybe if you're just a little bit worn on the tyres, or if you're not quite keeping the exact momentum that you always have done lap after lap, and the track temperature changes as you go round and round and round, maybe it just puts you out in a little kink, and then you're forever trying to rescue something.
Look at this. The leader
There's
is
stars.
And he should come out comfortably.
Well clear, yeah.
In front is Jimmy Dion. I'm just trying to work out where Jimmy is on the track. Looks like he's heading towards the bus stop, I think.
Yeah, he's way bound.
Oh no, he's heading towards the start finish straight, but yeah, still a lap down, basically. Will he be able to unlap himself now? No. Well, nice if you ride off board in one of the Peugeots at this time. Gives a real nice view of the track and the lighting, and what the driver is actually seeing. Obviously, a limited view in the Peugeot.
Simon? Are you really, really hungry? I'll send you a picture of a Norwegian dish. It's a really old Norwegian dish. I'll just have to find a good picture first.
Okay. Slightly intrigued.
Yeah. Do you know Norwegian dishes?
No, I don't. What is your national food?
I'm not sure. We have so many.
It's probably got to be a third version of meatballs because the Swedes took it off the Italians. I'm sure you'll probably find a way to take it off the Swedes and make it worse. Who knows?
Well, it depends. Where does IKEA come from? That's Swedish meatballs, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Swedish. You have the new Facebook page. I don't know that yet. There.
Oh, the weird timeline feature, which looks really, really messy. I quite like it, but it doesn't look like...
on the top.
Yeah, can you... Yeah.
There.
I'm looking really fat in that picture as well.
So now everything is over to Facebook then all of a sudden. And I'm feeling kind of...
Oh! Oh! It's like they're kissing. Is that the same head, but just the two different sides of it on the plate? Because that would be like weird.
No, that actually is one whole head.
And is that like carrot mash next to it, or is that brain? Where it's not been cleared up from the sheep's head or the goat's head, whatever it is. Do you seriously eat that?
I don't.
See, I don't. It's
Someone
like
has lost the front splitter. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, go on.
Sorry, yeah, go for it.
I don't know who it is, but there was just one in the middle of the track, so it's got to be a prototype. And it... Ooh. Who is it? Come on. Looks like it is your favourite boys, Simon, the Schroten brothers that seem to have lost their front wing.
I was going to say, because it looked red and black, and they're coming into the pits, so... Wow. The Schroten's front ring has been circumcised off the car. It's not good at all.
Don't believe that's the correct term to use, but yeah, it's sort of half.
With a person named Schroten.
And Manuel and Rainer's in the...
To Stefan Persson, who was not happy with my view on Swedish people, so I do apologise for that. What do you expect when you gave us Volvos and Saabs?
Who are you looking at now? Who's been naughty?
Naughty. Oh, yeah, just that. Oh. Somehow, I've managed to make that picture my desktop picture. Now I've just got this head on a plate. Almost yummy. It's like, you know when they do that where you get like the whole pig and then they put it in front of you.
Yeah.
I know where the food has come from. Do I need to be reminded what it looked like before it ended up on my plate? Not really. And then they do things like put flowers in the eyes, and I think you cannot decorate the animal to look like that. It's like, there's a Julia. Do you know the old American cook Julia Child? She talked like this all day. Because I actually thought she was a man when she was on TV. That's why you watch it. Because she would get all huffy puffy. It was all done live in the 60s in one swoop. So if she dropped something or if it fell out of the pan, she just had to keep going, and that was what made it funny. But she done this thing where she was had lobsters, and she was just like throwing them in live everywhere, and she's going, "Oh, bye bye lobster!" It was a little bit barbaric and scary. But she done this thing with this pig where she just presented it on a table, and I thought, no, I don't know if I could eat that. I'd have a bit of a problem, like disassociating it with my head. Answers in the shout box. Should you really need to know? Moving on.
Well, I think there could potentially be a battle on track. And,
No.
Wayne Reed. It's not Wayne Reed. My live timing's out of date. It's actually Nick Newcomb and Carl Middleton, I believe. They're fighting for 18th and 19th overall. I would say there's probably about 5 seconds between them.
Also, Carl Middleton has taken over the Total Sim Racing car again, then. Okay. There you go. And we've commented before, but the livery of that car is really nice.
Lovely.
And of course, Carl Middleton has taken over from Wayne Reed, and Wayne Reed was passed by the downforce teammate of Nick Newcomb, Patrice, beforehand. So obviously, where they keep swapping over, each teammate has got a slightly different strength and weakness, so they're kind of evening themselves out. So that's probably why they switched right towards the end, to try and see if they can try and get that back. So we shall see.
I'm watching Robin Toll now, and into the bus stop there, there was this huge skid mark starting from way into the circuit and just straight across the grass on the chicane there. When did that appear? Could that possibly have something to do with the missing front end of the Scrotum car?
Most probably.
So I don't see any damage to any of the other cars, so okay, no. Never mind.
The only other vague battle that there could potentially be is Ryan Mayfield is still not too far behind David Horvath, actually, for third in the P1 category. About 15 seconds or so between those two as well, so potential for a little late race sprint battle there. But aside from that, we've still got 19 teams left in this race from the 39 that started, so just over half have now retired. So not bad innings, quite a few disconnections all at the same kind of time, but also quite a lot of argy-bargy up and down the field.
I'm just trying to find David last pitted on lap 242. So we will be expecting him pretty shortly, I would guess, for a pit stop. Ryan Mayfield pitted on lap 260, so I think he won't need as much fuel. So that will definitely take away some of the gap, as fuel is one of the longer aspects of the pit stop.
Yeah, so these two will essentially be right together then, more or less.
With thoughts, I'm going to have a look at the lap times. Ryan Mayfield's been doing 33s, 34s. Looks like David's been doing... David's been going a bit quicker. He's been doing 32s, a couple of 33s, 34s.
Oh, Joakim?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Simon.
Yeah?
I think they'll guess.
Never. Who have we got in the commentator box now?
It's Patrice de Rijk from driving Downforce Racing.
Hey! Well done. Well done, well done.
Welcome to the commentator's booth.
You've had... If your race could be a roller coaster, I'd probably call it Oblivion.
Possibly, yeah.
Talk us through it, because it's been an eventful one, hasn't it?
This was a kind of an event, yeah. From the beginning, Marcel started with the first stint, went okay. Then I had to take over, and then on that moment we were on 8th place, I guess. But after already two laps, I spun and crashed into the wall, and then it all started. I think we have been 5 times or 6 times more into the pits than we had planned, so it was a disaster.
Yeah, not probably the nicest word to use, but yeah, but you're still in it though. Still there trying to get some points.
Indeed, and meanwhile we are catching some places.
Yep, and I've seen that you have a new driver for today's race. You have Nick Newcomb in the car. How would you rate his performance today?
Yeah, the same as mine, maybe.
Oh, so maybe
even
disaster
also,
as well then.
Also a disaster. It's
okay.
It's not bad, but it's okay. Maybe I'm
will
even
he
worse.
offer the drive at the next round?
But it's just that the track doesn't like us, I guess.
Everyone has their bogey tracks.
Yeah, especially turn 1, we have a lot. It's very difficult for us.
Why is it difficult into turn 1? Because we've seen so many incidents down there. What is the particular challenge of it?
Finding the right braking point, I guess. We had the trouble that we started braking on the banking, and we didn't lose the brake between the banking and the flat, that we start spinning. And if we braked after the banking, we couldn't make our turn, so I think it's all about the adjustment of the car, but we couldn't find the right one.
Oh, well, it's David Horvath there just leaving the pits after a 23-second stop. That gives Ryan Mayfield up into 3rd position currently for the time being. But all in all, it's been a testing experience, but you're still going. You're showing grit and determination, which is something to be admired after what has been a enduring 7.5 hours in an endurance race. Will you be back for more next round?
Of course.
Race we like.
Every race of this year's league, so
good.
We'll be attending at Road Atlanta and of course at Le Mans. We're all doing this for Le Mans, yeah.
So, do you think the home race will give you some extra boost?
It's possible, but it's not. Yeah, okay. Why do you think it's a home race?
Because you sound suspiciously French.
Ah, no, I'm Belgian.
Oh. Well, why don't you
Belgian.
just move
But I'm a
across
huge
a
fan
bit?
of Le Mans, so
Oh, okay.
maybe it's a sort of a home race.
A second home. A home from home.
Yep.
There we go. And what are you doing for Christmas, since I've asked everyone else?
Working.
Oh,
I have to
no.
work in daytime, and then afterwards, of course, dinner with the family. Yeah? But I can't go to a party or something like that.
Oh, no. What, are you work for the emergency services or something?
No, I work in the port, so or in the harbor.
Oh, cool.
So doing shifts.
Awesome. Oh, I didn't know. You're the first boatman or port person that I know of, so...
Possible.
Good stuff. Just don't press the wrong button. That will all go horribly wrong. No, oh well. Enjoy the rest of the outing here for the next half an hour or so, and take a well-deserved rest.
Thanks, and sorry for my bad English. I'm working on it.
Okay, bad English equals good Belgic.
Perfect. Okay, guys. See ya.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay, and when the pit stops are now unraveled, then there is a gap of 18 seconds now between Ryan Mayfield in third and David Horvath in fourth.
I don't know if Mayfield actually needs to pit again, does he?
He does. He needs to splash and dash at the end.
Yeah,
But he's going to have to drive very, very fast to get enough time.
Found a shortcut there.
So, quick rundown of the order then, just while we're approaching into the last half an hour. What we might have to do after this is just go for a quick restart, just so that then we can capture the last half an hour as its own little individual package. Boy van der Laar then leads for P1 for Atlantic Racing Team. Second will be Jimmy Dion for Team .fr, also in a P1, second in his class. Third will be Ryan Mayfield for 05 Motorsports, also in a P1, some 4 laps behind Dion, but doing very well to hold on to that final podium slot currently at the moment. But pursuing him for all his worth is David Horvath, fourth for Hell Racing Team Hungary, also in a P1. Fifth and top of the P2 category is Ben Tustin for GT Omega Racing, and well, they've looked untouchable for the P2 class. Second in that one is the Simco Hungarian team of Balázs Kiss. So the Kiss guys doing very, very well there to get second in their class. And seventh, after what's been an excellent recovery drive really, Gregory de Grief for the Black Rebels in the P2 team. Coming from way down the order, they've sat and picked off everyone with still my favourite overtake of the race, running outside into turn 1. Good effort there by Gregory and his co. Eighth, Joseph Madrak for R4R Motorsports, fourth overall in his P2 category. Then ninth overall in the standings, but fifth in the P1 category is Manuel and Rayner for AGP Consortium. And rounding out the top 10 is Ryan Mike Schroten for Racing Team Schroten, and they are fifth overall in the P2 category, 10th in the race altogether. And they're just completing that 260. 11th, we've got Ricardo Resende for Tams International. I tell you what, if they get to the end, I'm going to do a standing ovation, because they have endured. It's like torture. They should have just, all they needed was a little tap dripping in their eyeball, and that could have been probably enough that anyone else could take.
But
So,
I tell you what, they have really recovered well, because they were way down the order at the very beginning of the race.
Yeah, and they're going to be way off the track if he continues to break with Apex and like that. But never mind. If it keeps it on the black stuff, we're all happy and good. I know we've ripped the mick into quite a few people here this evening. It's all meant with light-heartedness, fun and respect. We do really appreciate the fact that everyone has come out here to race and provide entertainment for the few hundred of viewers that we've had. And us and all the drivers, of course, themselves. 11th is then Ricardo Resende, as we say. 12th, Kevin Brents for 05 Motorsports, top GT2 driver, and they have really commanded the GT2 category from start to finish, to be fair. 13th then is Connor McCarroll for UK NL Racing, doing a fantastic job there to have a pretty much the only undamaged car in the field. They've been very, very conservative with the contact in their sports, running 3 laps behind our GT2 leader. Then 14th and 3rd overall in the GT2 class is Brian Beelan for SRVN GT2. Not too far behind McCarroll actually, so I wouldn't write them off just yet. 15th is Robin Toll for Rare Endurance GT2, and they're 4th overall in the GT2 category. 16th is Bartosz Pajar. I'm sorry. Just beat me at the end of this race. Sorry, Bartosz, because I've really ruined your surname. For Atlantic Racing Team. Then 17th is Shilderhan for RSVN GT2, and he's 6th overall in his class, looking quite handy. Then 5 laps further back. What was that?
Sorry, that was my phone, sorry.
Oh, okay. It did sound like a B movie.
That's my text message thing.
Awesome. That's a proper good B movie theremin going on in the background. 18th, Nick Newcomb then for Downforce Racing, still going on strong. 233 laps completed, and he's still holding off Kyle Middleton for Total Sim Racing, who is 19th and our final runner remaining for Total Sim Racing, as we said. GT2, 233 laps coming around to start and complete. To complete 234. So what we'll do, we'll just do a quick click off and restart, and we'll bring you the last half an hour here of Le Mans Season 3 here at Daytona. 8 hours of action coming to a close.